Hello everyone, this is Tom Hanks from Strategy Game Central, and today I'd like to show you a recorded game. This happened to me yesterday. Like, I was just practicing again against moderate AI, and yeah, then that happened. So I was playing as the Teutons, and I'll show you this real quick. We had a British and a French enemy, and we had a Spanish ally. So this is moderate AI, and I'm just gonna speed through the early stages of this game. I'm gonna activate this for now. I'm actually gonna try and see what these guys are doing early on. So they're going for berries early. That's interesting. And he's not. He's just farming turkeys with one idle villager, it seems. In any case, the build-up phase is actually going pretty nicely. I believe I was the first to hit feudal age. That's a minor mistake. I should have built that house a little bit sooner. He's already luring the boar when he's still got turkeys around. I mean, I don't know like what the best play on that is. Whether it's better to lure the boar early if you found it, or whether it's better to farm your turkeys first and then go for the boar. And he's stuck. Okay, not anymore. Right, so what is our ally doing? He's scouting green space right now. Meanwhile, my scout is on the way towards, you know, the area where blue is. Yeah, scouting over here a little bit. I built my first barracks here, then I built 2 houses, and I believe I'm already clicked up to the feudal age, no? But it should be happening very soon, like any moment now. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I would need to switch players if I wanted to see who else is researching feudal age right now. But I believe I was either first or like 1 second behind the first person to reach feudal age. In any case, this is not. Yeah, I was first. Okay, nice. This is of course not the interesting part of the game yet. So he's actually found some turkeys that he's trying to lure towards his space, but yeah. Then I found them. Let's see, was that my last boar? I think it was. So they should be doing that instead now. Yeah, now they advance to a feudal age. Why did I leave those turkeys? I don't have an answer to that. I don't have a good answer for that at all. So let's see. I already have the resources to research Castle Age, and here we go. Castle Age is obviously where things are gonna start getting a little more interesting. Let's see, blue, he has an archery range here. He does not have 2 feudal age buildings yet, does he? He has a stable, 2 stables. How did they already advance to a castle age? Oh yeah, the blacksmith too in the stable. Okay, that's how. In any case, I'm putting down a town center here, just to secure this gold and this stone. I think that's a pretty good spot for it. Yeah, meanwhile, some of my villagers are hunting deer. and the others are currently right there, and I will just yeah, I'll have them create farms. So yes, they did have a little bit of idle time, and I maybe should have, or I probably should have I probably should have paid more attention to those, but you know, I'm still learning. I never said I was actually perfect or even, you know, good at this game. That's why I keep practicing, and I need to avoid such mistakes like that. Because having like, what was it, 9 villagers idle for a couple of moments, that's a pretty big deal. And these guys are gonna be building some farms in a second as well, I think. No, apparently first they're gonna be building some houses. Okay, that's fine. Because I can really use those to really start booming. And I'm actually not making villagers here right now, for whatever reason. Although I should. And now, this is another one of those mistakes that I made. I was sending them here because I thought, bugger, I'm gonna have enough resources to build a castle very soon, you know, pretty close to that stone. Then I get attacked here, and yeah, I'm sort of, if nothing else, it's distracting me. Then I'm like, okay. The knights should have a pretty easy time with those archers. The spears will probably go down. I'm probably gonna go down, but I can make more knights, right? Like right there and right there. And as you can see, I already have enough stone for the castle. Although these guys are now being like garrisoned, I think. Yep, in order to increase the attack power of this town center once it once the enemy attacks it. Although it's not looking like it's going to at this point. So instead, he's gonna attack my units a little bit and maybe my stable here, but that's okay. He can attack that. He doesn't have siege units anywhere here. Although, as you can see here, he does have a dock, because there's a little bit of water here, and he actually has 2 docks, and the enemy has another dock as well. Yeah, these guys are actually creating ships too. And you may see a little bit later, once I activate this fog of war again, that the ships will actually become a pretty big problem. Okay, for now let's speed up again, because this is like, there's a little skirmish right here. Nothing too serious. Me creating a couple of knights. And I still don't have a market, therefore I don't have cartography, and I have no idea what's going on in my allies' base, and that's definitely a big mistake. And I should have thought of that in the game, of course. Again, I'm learning. Don't hate on me, please. So yeah, now I'm putting down a castle here, finally. I was at first considering putting it down here, but since blue is always attacking me from this side, I was like, bugger, throw it down there instead. And yeah, I'm grouping up a bunch of knights because I think, you know, he's gonna come and attack me again any second now. So I killed a monk and the 1 knight that he was able to convert. These guys are now making farms. I'm being attacked by blue again. Well, sort of attacked anyway. And if we actually disable the fog of war right now, we can see that he's sending a bunch of pikes, a monk every now and then, a couple of rams, You know, nothing to really be worried about. But we can also see that green is on his way towards attacking my ally. And I obviously have no idea that that's happening because I don't have a market. And yeah, this here is the first time that I really see like, oh my god, he has so many battleships, I need to stop running so far out. And that is actually gonna become a recurring problem with the fact that, you know, units are aggressive by default, and once they kill an archer, like say up, or the spike up here, they run forward, you know, like if they see another unit, they run forward towards that unit, and then at one point they're gonna be in the range of those ships, and that's obviously gonna hurt a lot. So in any case, I'm doing okay score-wise here. I'm holding my own. I'm starting to build a sort of house wall here. Yeah, and now he says help, the enemy is in my town, and I obviously have no idea, again because I don't have a market. So I don't see that this is happening. And he's actually sort of getting his ass kicked. Yeah. My fault entirely, although, to be fair, what was I gonna do with like a few knights, right? Wouldn't have made that much sense to send what little army I had over there and, you know, 100% get it killed. I was much better off defending this for the time being. So in any case, this is gonna continue. He's gonna keep sending in those pikes. And a ram here and there. And an archer, you know, nothing to worry about. I'm now making Teutonic knights as well. I've upgraded my knights to cavaliers. Because thankfully the Teutons do get both, you know, both knight upgrades. They get cavaliers and paladins. And now he is just absolutely getting massacred. And again, I have no idea that this is happening because I don't have a market. And usually when the ally says, "Oh, I'm being attacked," usually it's just a skirmish in those AI games, and most of the time they're gonna be fine. So I was like, okay, well, let's not worry about it for now. Maybe later. Let's hold off this guy first. Now I believe that if I sent all of these in, everything I had, then I may have been able to make a difference. However, I would have lost my base here. There's no denying that. So as we can see, he's losing more and more score, and yeah, he's just getting absolutely destroyed at this point. Meanwhile, you know, this was happening in lots of houses, and a second blacksmith so I can research more quickly. I believe that I've already done all the necessary researches at that point. Oh, except for the arrow upgrades. I'm now researching conscription so I can spam those units out more quickly. Whenever I have the resources anyway. And now I've set these guys to defensive and lured them back. And what that'll do is obviously it'll draw him closer to my castles, and the castles will do a lot of work for me. Sadly though, the freshly created units are always aggressive by default, and they will keep running out. So I set the waypoint. Actually, yeah, for this castle I've set it back here already. For this one I'm gonna be changing it very soon. So these little fights keep happening. Meanwhile, you know, it's not gonna be much longer until he gets absolutely erased from existence, basically, from the map. Attack now. What? Well, I don't know why he's saying attack now as if I could actually conquer an enemy, because I clearly can't. I'm being under attack myself the whole time. Although these couple of units, I could have definitely taken them out, but he keeps sending in more, obviously, as you can see. And, yeah, he's definitely trying to conquer me, but without much success. So for right now, I'm doing well for myself. I'm handling this. There's a point to be made that I could have sent a bunch of these down to help him, but then again, like, what am I supposed to do against all of this? With just a bunch of Teutonic Knights. Even with all I have here, it wouldn't have really won the battle. But the interesting part of this game is about to come. Because this, yeah, now he forfeits. Now he gives up. He resigns, and Green is obviously making the obvious move and moving over to my base now. So all I have is what you're seeing right here, and those two castles. And I'm like, God, how am I gonna handle this? So I queue up a bunch of spears here in this barracks any moment now, so that I can fight against all of this cavalry more effectively. Any minute now. There we go. There are only spearmen right now, and that's obviously bad. But I do realize that I gotta get these guys off of here and get them to fight over here where my castles are instead, because what are they really gonna do against the ships? Or do I do that, or do I just forget about them and have them die? I think that's what actually happened, and I'm embarrassed. But in any case, here you can see that at this point I'm thinking like, oh my god, I'm pretty much done. And pretty much with good reason, one would suppose. But actually, because of decent, you know, kind of microing, and the fact that Teutonic Knights are insane at killing trash units, I can actually hold them back. Look at all the corpses here. And obviously another fact was that the units between here were getting attacked by two castles at once. So even if you are the Franks and you have cavaliers, they're not gonna survive against the attacks of two castles for very long. So I should be researching freaking fletching pretty soon now. These guys are idle, and I have no idea for how long they are gonna be idle at that point. But you know, I'm focusing my entire energy on this right here, trying to hold them back. Green seems defeated for now, and indeed he is retreating with what little he has left here. But blue is constantly on the attack move. He's even converting some villagers, and that's like the worst. At this point I'm still sort of expecting a green to come in, but then I realized, okay, that's probably not gonna happen anymore. I had two mangonels, and I saw that I was running low on gold, especially with the fact that, you know, he keeps converting all those villagers that I have here away, and I can't really do much about it because I don't have any cavalry anymore, no real gold to make paladins, and the Teutonic Knights are gonna be too slow to move up to the monk in time to save the villager. I still got those spears, which I definitely should upgrade by now. Again, mistakes are being made. So this is gonna keep going back and forth a little bit. I'm not queuing up more Teutonic Knights right now because I don't have the gold for it. I believe that I also didn't have gold in order to upgrade these two pikemen. Although no, that's only 90 gold, isn't it? Yeah, now I'm trying to do something with my mangonel and try and take out these ships, which I didn't find much success in. In fact, he's gonna be going down any minute now. Okay. So now it's the kind of in-between battle phase, because you know, one crossbowman. I mean, what's he gonna do? Kill that one Teutonic Knight? Oh my God, that's so terrible. Yeah, now's the sort of recovery phase. Unfortunately, mostly for him though, because I sent those villagers that were idle over here to mine all of this gold as quickly as possible, and to try and, you know, use that gold to build another army. I've run out of other gold sources around my town, so I was like, okay, this is all that's left, basically. And now green is coming in again. Now I finally get fletching so that my castles get a little bit of extra range. I should be researching Bodkin Arrow as well any minute now. No? Yeah, and this is like the phase of the game where I'm constantly like trying to produce as many Teutonic Knights as I can, because these guys are insane in melee combat, and he doesn't really seem to have any archers. And yeah, I mean, basically I'm just stalling him out here. He's being attacked by both castles, which is beautiful. I can make a few Teutonic Knights, you know, occasionally, just to hold him back that much longer. I keep throwing out pikes in order to defend myself a little bit better as well. And what I'm not doing is making skirms, because first of all, I've never really been using skirms very much, and I should be using them. But also he doesn't have any archers, so wouldn't really matter anyway. What's he doing? Oh, he's attacking that one probably. So now, it looks like surely at this point I've lost, pretty much. Especially now that he also has a hand cannoneer or two. You know, they're gonna absolutely destroy my Teutonic Knights. However, look at this. This is turning more and more orange, which is, you know, good for me. These guys are running out way too far, and that's terrible because they're all gonna die. And yeah, then I decided that the group of villagers which used to mine this gold, I'm like, screw it. There's no more gold around my base. Hopefully this gold still exists, and this gold still... Actually, I've done it a few minutes ago, yeah. I've been trying to build these town centers so I can get some gold, and it's somehow working out, you know, okay for the time being. And, you know, the gold is there so I can keep making these Teutonic Knights because they're amazing. But then again, I'm also being attacked from two sides, and that's obviously terrible. Am I still not researching the Botkin arrow? Surely at some point now I will be, because like I need that against these longbowmen. Yeah, green has converted another Teutonic Knight, and as you can see, it's not going that terribly right now. Obviously that ram is gonna be scary, but he's gonna take care of it. I'm always prioritizing the rams because they can do so much damage to my buildings, and they need to go first no matter what, because they're very resistant to arrows. I'm not gonna be taking them down with my castles. Yeah, I got the Botkin arrow at some point there. And look at this. The castle is taking out these longbows one by one. Every shot is a kill at that point. They only have 35 HP and the castle is doing that much damage, man. It's awesome. And at this point I'm actually like, hold on. Can I win this game? Can I win this game still? 2v1. You see that I'm actually 6,000 points ahead of green, which in his own right is 2,000 points ahead of blue. So I'm like, can I actually still get this? You know, the couple of units that he keeps sending in aren't really gonna do much to me anymore. Yeah, and look at all those corpses here. All of those were longbowmen. So probably not the career you want to take in your life. And here I was really like... I was really considering making an attack move on my own. And I was like, no, what if he... What if this keeps happening again? Can't really make that many Teutonic Knights because I don't have much gold, even though I'm mining it here. You know, this is obviously exhausted. Those guys were going over there and mining that gold instead. And yeah, it's got 200 gold left. What am I gonna do with that? Yeah, I was actually repairing this castle with one villager. Then I ran out of stone. And then, because these guys are pretty much done with mining all the gold, I'm gonna tell them to mine stone instead, so I can maybe keep repairing my castles for long enough. But, you know, it's not looking like it. And these guys are actually tearing up the units that green keeps sending through here. Unfortunately, he also has some ships. But man, in fights like these, you can really see what a group of Teutonic Knights can do. And these guys, I was like, okay, bugger. I'm gonna attack with these guys. Because if he keeps using all of his resources to try and attack me, which so far hasn't been working out that well, then maybe I can like backdoor and destroy him. Here, however, we see a huge army of longbows and skirms and even a bunch of rams in there. So I'm like, oh shit. That's a few too many for my own liking. And he's actually attacking my castle with 2 rams now. Can't really do much anymore because I'm out of gold. I keep producing like pikes, and I will very soon also start producing scout cavalry, even though it's not ideal, but you know, are better than having no units. Yeah, here I start making these and a bunch more here. I realized I should have started making scout cavalry sooner, but I doubt it would have made enough of a difference to really swing the battle around. And here in the meantime you can see what's left of this army of Teutonic Knights. This is the last remaining guy. He's almost full health still, but... and now he's dead. So there goes that plan. Meanwhile, both of my castles are down, and I realized that I don't have much longer on this earth. I don't have much more time in my life, which is very unfortunate, because like I keep spamming out all these trash units, those pikes, those scout cavalry. Unfortunately, Teutons don't even get the light cavalry, they only get scouts. And they get absolutely annihilated by the halberdiers, obviously. Yeah, and the pikes themselves, they're getting decimated by the longbows. And yeah. Then I'm like, okay, gather those units up behind the town center so it can do its damage. And for a while, it seemed like it was working. But then, yeah, that. And yeah. This was just getting far too much. And so despite the fact that I'm like almost 8,000 score ahead of everyone else, I ended up not being able to hold my ground here, and yeah, all that unit spam doesn't really matter. And then I resigned once I saw that that was like there was no chance anymore. I would have liked to wait. Can I somehow see the post-game stats? I don't think I can look at them now. But in any case, I had 26,000 score when everyone else had like 19,000, like the other two enemies. So, and you saw how long I was able to hold them off. So I don't think it was a particularly poor performance on my part. Of course it could have been better, but I don't know if I could have won. So in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this post-commentary video of mine, and if you did, leave a like button and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you do subscribe, don't forget to also click the little bell for notifications so that my new videos will always pop up in the recommended section. And I will see you next time with another video. Goodbye.